falling down, it's easy to let go, 'cause every time I reach, you're standing below. Lift me with helium, fill me with oxygen. Oh, you are everything that keeps me breathing. When I'm up too high, I'll always be alright, because I know that you are by my side. You are my life support, my respiration. Oh, you are everything that keeps me breathing. Oh, you are everything that keeps me breathing. Oh, you are everything that keeps me breathing. In the dead of night, when I can't see, and the tidal waves falling over me, I rush to swim, but still I'm washed away. Oh, I'm sending out endless waves and gasping for my final breath. But before I can inhale, you save the day. When I'm falling down, it's easy to let go, 'cause every time I reach, you're standing below. Lift me with helium, fill me with oxygen. Oh, you are everything that keeps me breathing. When I'm up too high, I'll always be alright, because I know that you are by my side. You are my life support, my respiration. Oh, you are everything that keeps me breathing. Oh, you are everything that keeps me breathing. Oh, you are everything that keeps me breathing. Oh, you are everything that keeps me breathing.
Good time zones, everyone, and welcome. We have made it to Tuesday, and even the wandering traders are bopping along to the music. And their llamas too, which makes a change. Usually they're dangling their llamas off of a cliff somewhere. But hey, they're in the river, ocean, whatever. So you never know. I hope that everyone is doing well, and I see that we are opening, before I even get a chance to take a break, breath, whatever. Hail Hydrate, thank you Blunding. Squeaky Bottle of Doom is already active. We've got a very active group of people in this morning already. This morning? It's 5:30 in the afternoon. Oh, we're we got a highly active group of people in the and we've already got a stretch as well. Oh, yep, there we are. Popcorn already. Thank you for that, Kibo. Right. Oh, let's see. We've got a Frauke. We've got an Ilya who is back again. Welcome back, Ilya. We've got a Blunding. Thank you. Fishy, welcome in. Red. Blast, who is probably discovering that the game will be rigged against them all evening, as always. A Glam Pixie. True Purple. And that's everybody that I noticed. Yeah, gotta get my joints going. It's a side effect of, you know, being somewhere between ancient, eternal, and 400 billion years old. Yes. So, indeed, yes. Where were we? What were we going for? But Game sounds would be useful. Be here if you this year. School got hard. School is always going to get harder, unfortunately, but if you're still doing it, fantastic. If you're able to turn up at all, occasionally, then that is always fantastic as well, but yeah. I'm not sure which way around to take that direction. Yesterday was but a day away. We built a pair of Ravager pens, which are kind of missing one key element. Ravagers. And in the gap between episodes, whatever. Overnight, I added a few trees, because you don't need to see me building trees for an hour and a half. You've seen that before. I also added a few here, a couple more here. New schedule is already making you do... Ugh, that's a shame. Oh, I am wearing an elytra. That's useful to know. I don't even know. Bought some packeted milk tea from Taiwan as gifts. Just tried one of them and oh no, oh dear. And I also noticed Red has passed the 35,000 cobblestone mined on your survival world a couple of days ago. We're not playing stat poker again. We're not playing stat poker again today. Yesterday, all my gardens seemed so far away. Gardens humming in the fields today, and shooting me in the back today. No. What is speed telly? You mentioned that, and I'm trying to catch up with what I'm thinking about. But what the heck is speed telly? Wow. Talk about, yeah, no, anything but. More likely to be, please stop singing, you're murdering it. Let's see, we have, oh, I've got activator rails. That's useful. I need some more rail, though. Nope, nope, yes. And if I grab 2 blocks of iron, that'll give me 18, which should give me 3 combines, which will be 48. That'll be useful. We got any powered rail? Hey, hallelujah, we've got all the things. Fastest Minecraft... Oh! Is that what that is? Never heard of it. Brutally honest, never heard of it. Right. Rails, activator rails, powered rails, levers. No. 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 Actually, hold on. Do I have a... Yes, I do. Fine. Right, let's put that back in here, that back in here. Which one of these has anything of use in it? That one. That one has glass. Put that back in here. This is all just malarkey. Right. So, this brand contains a tea with a powdered milk. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Sorry. That's a nope. Today on Cruelty to Tea, we have that thing. Right. Over here we have what is due to be a Ravager raid farm, or a Ravager collecting farm. And here we are. We have the opportunity for Blast to claim that everything is rigged. Right. But first... Oh, stone. Useful. Here we have a wardrobe. And if we go into this wardrobe, we do not end up in Narnia, unfortunately. I swear Narnia would probably be more interesting. And hey, it would have Turkish Delight. What we do have is a pit, a murder pit, and a train track. And this train track goes all the way down here. And appears to have Ravagers in it still. I did not... Yeah, no! What are you doing here? Okay, it's just the one Ravager. I didn't know that there was still a Ravager down here. I've also just realised I did not bring my bed. Welcome in, Superfast Feg, and thank you for the lurk. Clearly I carted him in. Yes. Yes. Yes, I did. And apparently it's rigged. I am not sure how he ended... Well, I know how he ended up down here. I'm not sure when he ended up down here. But I did not need him down here. I could have done with him elsewhere, but that doesn't happen. What I do have a problem with is I don't have a bed. I have goofed. I mean, I'm going to be working underground, but I'd rather not let it be dark on the surface. And that's not a bed. And both of those are empty. Useful. Hey Atlas, I know we've been leaving you over here because we've been working with things that are highly dangerous. Final news, you bought a PC! Yay! PC be good. A zombie and a skeleton stood next to each other, drew their swords and shot each other. Right. Or as it burst into flames. Apparently a zombie and a skeleton just burst into flames. Excellent. Oh, no. I still forgot to pick up a bed. I like that. I came back over here, used the bed, flew off, forgot to bring the bed with me. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Get a grip. We got any... No. Come on, Scots. You know that you have some grip on reality. Some grip on reality. Right, let's try this again. That lackluster milk tea got finished quite quickly. Would never buy these again. Well, you can always give them as gifts to your worst enemies. Or those who hate tea. There's got to be somebody out there who's renowned for not deserving good tea. You know what? Let's take the quick route down. Whee! There. That was so much faster than going through the cupboards. Give it to someone who microwaves that. That's even crueler. Okay. So, there's some logic going on in here somewhere. We have here a pit of water. At some point, we need to get a Ravager into that pit of water. So let's start by mining out towards said pit of water. For those wondering where this pit of water leads, we can certainly find that out later. And it's dark. That's because I've just removed the torch. Let's see. Part of me says I do not want to go all the way to there, but equally I also want to make this wider at this point. I have a plan, which probably is one of those dangerous statements that will cause people to panic and run away. And now it's raining on the surface. Now it's storming on the surface. Do not need thunderstorms, thank you. Look, I told you. You don't get the thunderstorms... Oh, wait, that wasn't you lot. Let's see. So my next plotted course of messing up is to realise I forgot to bring the... forgot to bring ladders. However, I do have a chest with a load of materials in it. I also appear not to have a crafting bench, so this is going well. 10 out of 10 for forward planning, Scots. You've failed. That's... yeah, that might do. Okay. So what I'm thinking is... if I have rails running along here... let's be optimistic about this. Got to try and be optimistic. And put an activator rail there. And put a lever here. What should happen is... a cart with a Ravager in it will come along here, hit the activator rail, and the Ravager will end up anywhere that they are allowed to be dropped. Which will be immediately outside the cart. And I hope... I'm trying to remember how wide a Ravager is. I think it's 2 blocks wide? At which point they should fall into this pit, but part of me is uncertain, so I'm just going to make this pit a bit bigger. Because the last thing I want is for a Ravager to get ejected from a minecart and then stuck. That would be one of those, excuse me while I end up dead, situations. Chonky. Yes. Hey, Ritsu. Now, the reason for the ladders is I need to make this into a water pit that is deep enough for Ravagers to be washed along underneath the rails. Because this is not our only destination rail point. This is just one of them. Because this one will lead up through this... I'd like to get out of this pit alive. Yeah. Nah. I take it back. I take it back. Please tell me creepers can't swim downwards. Yeah. I'll make it out of the pit alive and immediately find a creeper at the top of it. No. Oh god, ENF metal. There's just questions. Questions have been asked. I have changed my mind a little. And it's nothing to do with the creeper. Yeah, kaboom. What I need to do is get the Ravager into this 2x2 pit. Therefore, what I need is for the Ravager to be dropped off in a location that allows them to be washed into aforementioned 2x2 pit. So what I'm thinking is water running that way. Ooh. Awesome. No, I am very much up for a distraction, lady. Let's have a quick look at this. Copy link. I've got to see this banner. New private window. Place to go. Ooh, I like that. I like that one. Right, let's get Lady her banner. This is probably a mistake. Yep, there's still a creeper down there. But not if I fly away very quickly. Run away! Brave Sir Scotsman, he ran away, ran away, ran away. Brave Sir Scotsman, he ran away from the creeper. Yeah. It's non-scope creep. Yes, well. I'm sure that creeper had its sights set on me and wanted to cause some form of scope. But it might have been an explosive scope. However, we have a banner for Lady to build. Let's see. I need white banner, blue, green, and black. Okay, let's get that. So a license plate that said OMY. Okay. I don't know what OMY stands for, but white. One banner. And what did I say I needed? Blue, green, black. Blue. Oh my. Oh, that took me too long. Thank you, Ritsu. Blue, green, black. I should have... I shouldn't have taken quite so long to spot that flow. Right. So it's white plus... What are we looking for? Blue per pale, green sheaf intented? Intented, absolutely. Nope, wrong way. Is that the right one? No, that's the Dexter. Where's the half? Blue per pale. Green sheaf indented. And black flow. And there we have Lady's Banner. I like that one. Closest you can get to the design you registered as your SCA Herald. I swear I'm not this bad. Heraldry. Colours are right. Default designs are limited. Couldn't put a blackbird holding a quill pen. Can understand that. That's nice. I like that. Let's get it labelled and sent into the Hall of Banners. Presented to it as well. Yeah, I know. I can't talk at the best of times. Yeah. There used to be an anvil there. Gentlemen, did you see an anvil? Or are you about to become one? Actually, I better not attack them. They'll be very upset. And for those attempting to discover if PCG is rigged, we have a dealing. Whee. Oh, no. Let's see. One. There we are. And we have Lady Oolong in the Hall of Banners. Thank you so very much for Blair. For hanging around for long enough to actually put up with all of my inability to speak and suddenly the addition of a banner to the hall for you. Come on. Thank you. Such squirrel. Much squirrel. Give me my bed back. But yes. Wait. I'm really loving the beauty of this Hall of Banners. It is just a lovely concept. I do like the way that this is filling up. Once we reach the end of the corridor, I will start placing banners on the other side. I'll move everything up and have 2 per window. And then when that's filled, we'll move it all up and have 3 per window. And we've still got room even after that. Right. And now we return to our regularly scheduled attempt not to be killed by a creeper that we can't see. Thank you, Minecraft. Thankfully, no creeper. Actually, I'm going to mine this out a little bit lower. I don't know how much I mined out there, but that'll probably do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make it 5 and split the difference. Let me out. Thank you. Yes, as always, many thank yous to those who are hanging around for long enough to gather points for Gordons, for banners, for just everything. You are all absolutely amazing. And Kibo is now running through on a 30 stream streak with absolutely no clothes on. How is it that so many of you lot have absolutely no clothes? More to the point, how is it that so many of you lot have absolutely no clothes for so long? Too lazy for laundry. You know, that's probably the one statement that actually makes sense around here. It's the Scotsman effect. Ginger throws her underwear. Oh, Ginger has everybody's underwear being thrown around, and around here everybody's got no clothes. Let's see. How long is a pool of water? It's 7, isn't it? Ooh, congratulations! I have a bucket with water in it. I need a flat and clear surface. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is just right. That will work. That'll work. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. What? I feel like I need to go and have a look at the Gordon recruitment solution. Where did I leave that? Oh, yes. Up here. Hey, Loopy. Thank you for the driving lurk. Right. let's have a quick look at the Gordon recruitment solution. Because this has solved the how do you get something into a water channel. And the answer is I have no idea. Where's the camera count? Oh, I see. It is 7. Thank you, Kibo. I'm just looking at this and trying to remember how we did this. Okay. So, what we need is to do that and this and some of the other. Okay. I can see us having this turn into the too wide pit above that level. So we have have that, and why am I still stood here? I don't need to be here. If I have it so that water... Where am I going? Wrong direction. I'm lost! It's because I'm thinking in... I'm having a look at the camera count and thinking while I'm talking to you, and trying to do 3 things at once is probably the most terrible thing I could do imaginable. So, what I'm thinking is... I'm going to drown. If I have it so that... Yeah, that'll work. How do I explain this? Carefully. So this pit will be where our Ravage... Well, we'll probably have a pit on both sides. And what we'll have is water flowing from there in this direction. And then the Ravagers will be dropped into another running water line, which will push them in that direction. And that one will undercut the first block of this water, and there'll be... Yeah. How to explain this? You know what? Let's not explain it. Let's build it, and then you can actually see what I'm trying to explain. And let's cheat and turn on gamma, because too much darkness is never good for the soul. Hello, water. Oh my. Need another long, wet hole, tunnel. Yes, yes. Thank you, Loopy. I have nothing to say. There's just nothing I can say to that. You'll see yourself to the corner. You do that. You do that. So what I'm thinking is we bring this over to here. And hold on, where's our water level? Water level is actually 3 back. That's good. And so we'll go down by another 2 blocks here, which will be where our next channel of water is. And this will go in this direction. I'll arrange it. I'll clear out all of this so that we can actually drop in a corner cupcake. Actually, I probably don't want those 2 to be that, and I need some fences, and I need some way out of here. Way out, dude. Where's my chest that had wood? Excellent. I've still got wood. Right. I need some signs. I actually need 4 signs. Of course I do. Filled with bad jokes, the corner cupcake is designed to give the muncher more jokes. Of course. Given this group, I would not I am not at all. I'm out of... great, now I'm out of stick. Can't win here. I may need some chests as well. Or a chest. Hello, Tor. Why are we attempting to kill me with scope creep? I'm pretty sure a Ravager distribution network is not, or service is not a is not scope creep. You're only trying to make notes of stream. Yeah. Yep. Ow. I believe you. Thousands wouldn't. Right. Activator rail. Activator rail. Lever. Pull the lever, crunk. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I'm going to suffer massively from scope creep no matter what I do. So why add your own? Wow, super innocent, huh? If you're innocent, Loopy, so am I. And I don't think anyone around here would even attempt to agree with that one. Hey, TGM. What is it with everybody being in the car today? Right, let's see. So, there and there. No, that's wrong. Brilliant. The first block I placed and I've already gotten it wrong. Right, so that and that shouldn't be there. That can't, let go. That and that. So it's there up to... Okay, so you two need to be the doohickeries with the thingamajigs. And if I do this right, I'll end up bouncing up and down. That... Why is there a hole here and a hole here? There should only be, like, half of these holes. Still at work. Apple store oranges. Oh, well. Scott's is only innocent of innocence. Wow. Wrong lever! Why do we even have that lever? Exactly. Right. Come on. Let me into this pit of water. Right, that should allow me to mine this out, which would allow the Ravagers flowing this way along a water channel to end up going up and into this. And this need to become... Oh, schmegada. Why are we about to get smacked one? Thank you for the large emote, and that's a gorgeous one. I left my... Yeah. Okay, right. I'm gonna eat before I get told off. And we now have a minion for Blast to miss. Let's have a quick look. Probably got that one already. Getting ready to whack PCG. What do you mean? Yeah, well, exactly. Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, and... It has been proven that I can learn Tor. Nobody's quite sure what I can learn, but it has been proven that I can learn. Not quite sure. Not entirely sure what form of teaching you need, however. And sometimes I learn the wrong lesson. Absolutely! And occasionally I'll wander down the wrong path and die of myxomatosis just to confuse you. Right, so this and this need to be that, and at the moment none of this is water source, which is going to be fun because I need to grow something all the way up there so that we've got... So the goal here is Ravager comes off of rail, goes into this pit, gets washed this way, over the edge and into this pit, gets washed this way, over the over this, into this, and immediately up a water spout here, and ejected into a cave here. Cue fun, mayhem, chaos, and all the benefits of having Ravagers at your mercy. Sorry, at your what's the word I'm looking for? At your throat. Right. What we do need, however, is a few more buckets of water. Mercy! Mercy! And yes, I do need kelp, which of course means that I need the buckets with kelp in. I also need more. Hold on. Right. Mercy! Mercy! Here will do nicely. I need an infinite water source, and I can't be bothered to go downhill to the river. I'm forever dying to Ravagers as they attempt to eat my face. They're going to murder me, and I don't see why this is going to work for me. Right, I think I would actually like this pit to have water over here. Yeah, let's make it a little bit larger. The Ravagers, they're eating my face. Yes, master. Yep, I know the kelp does that. I just first need to actually make sure that I have enough blocks at the top to make it appropriate. Nope, in here. Hey, Sal. Welcome in. That's the wrong type of kelp. That's dried kelp blocks. Not very helpful. Oh, hey, kelp. Okay. I have kelp. It's just as well, because I've just realised that I don't have any of my bone meal. Going up. Here, deep in the pools, we find Scotsman discovering that he's got just enough kelp to do half of this. Whee! I'm flying! Oh, that could be dangerous. What are the odds that Ravagers end up with way too much death in their face? I'm not sure I actually need to turn this side into actual water column. because I'm not going to have anything to act as bubbles in it. I'm not even convinced I really needed this second bubble column. This may have been a mistake, but it will just provide a little bit more acceleration to my Ravagers. A little bit more acceleration to my Ravagers. If there's a statement that nobody ever wants, it's that. You do not accelerate your Ravagers. Night Blast, and thank you for joining us. Alright. So, that's the next step, and for our third section... I would quite like to accelerate Ravagers in whichever direction is opposite to yourself. Well, I mean, that tends to be a fairly sensible plan of action, Tor. Who are you and what have you done with Tor? I do not want a Ravager at 88 miles an hour. Right, I do not need kelp anymore. Tourist playing factory games, logic is order of the day. Yes, I hear you've been playing Satisfactory. I'm somewhat slightly jealous. I haven't been able to work out enough brain power to focus on even wanting to look at Satisfactory, which is a shame. I feel like I should actually turn quite a lot of this into stone brick to deter from accidentally mining into it. Because the last thing you want to do is mine into a hole and have a Ravager eat your face. Of all the statements that I could have made, that is one of them. Not the face! Not the face! That's alright. We'll just look for Murdoch and Hannibal. Hey, Aldi! Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I was about to say the wrong day. See, I didn't look me the best of me. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, the Ravagers absolutely love everybody's face. They just want to boop it. Boopity face. Boop, 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 boopity face. Boopity doopy doo. Boop, boop, boopity face. Boopity doop. Right. Lever. Here. Gonna make it so that we can actually get to the lever, because we want to be able to turn this off so that Ravagers don't get expelled into this pit, unless this is the pit that we want them to be expelled into. Clearly Ravagers are bad students and get expelled regularly. When you're trying to work late, cannot connect to the database you work. Oh dear. That's an erg. And maybe a gur and an arg. Okay, I can take out this wall. That's good, that's correct. That is a wall I needed to remove. Today on things that I wasn't sure about. of this out and turn it into brick as well. Brick being the universal sign of, do not mine here, it will eat your face. Second only to a sign saying, do not mine here, it will eat your face. I feel like I should actually be mining this 3 up. No, that's not what I meant to do. Oh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ahem. Poop. Wow, I'm out of brick already. Minecraft. Hi. Yet there's this concept. I put the blocks into my inventory and you let me craft them. Thank you. Oh, so helps if you leave yourself enough room to be able to get out. Hey, Hunter. Kind of feel like Ravagers are 2 and a bit blocks tall, so I need to remove the old fiddle snarks. Yes, 20 after. Of course it is. I need another... I need another sign or 3. 2, actually. I need 1 there. That and that. Okay, so that gives us our second Ravager acquisition path. How is it that blocks of stone can always end up in the one place that you can't collect them from? Oh, I forgot to leave myself enough. Dagnabbit. I forgot to make myself yet another infinite water source to be able to actually put water across the back here. I'm forever booping Ravagers. No, I'm not. They're booping me. Right, let's see. Right, let's borrow this again. Right, I need to... Oh, I should probably stone up this wall. Really? Really? And off by 1 hour at this time of day, in this economy? Right. Oh, oh, that's just not fair. That's just not fair. Ah. Dagnabbit. How wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I could get away with not having this column, because I'm fairly sure that a Ravager will be ejected into the pit. More holes. The problem is I've got too many holes. Did I just say that out loud? Right. It's nice to know that I have... I really should just disconnect the filters in my brain. Oh wait, I already have. That's the problem. Alright, let's just put another wall here. Take out that for a minute. Right. If I have got this right, and the odds are I probably haven't, excellent. That should push them to the edge, drop them over. I wonder if it would be useful to put... a rusted shovel. that I can believe, Voldy. We all suffer from that, don't we? Right. So, why is this still out? I don't need this. I don't need these either. Oh, I should pick up one bucket of water and put it back into here. I really wish buckets of full water could stack as well as buckets of empty water. Buckets of empty water? What? You live with mist and deal with Tatsu. Yep. Okay. No, I wanted to put this into here. And come on, I want to put you into there and you into there. That's a problem. That can go into a chest. Or to my shulker monster. That's not a shulker monster. Dibble. I have way too much materials. That's better. No, I don't. Let's pick this up. Right, now we need to just run backwards a little bit. And apparently take a quick nap. Right. 1, 2, 4. No, 3. Where's the power? Yeah. I think I need one more between here and there. Alright. Perfect. Right. What I would like to do is have this switched on. I should probably reclaim these. And what we should do is empty my inventory a little bit. Right, let's get out of here for a second. Hold on. Let's turn that on. And turn... No. All of this is fine. All of this is a terrible idea. Hold on. Right. You, I need to... You had a very short moment if you've forgotten something, but you're back now. Welcome back. I have a strong feeling that I have forgotten many things. Including the lava over my head. And in fact, I have a very solid idea of what I've forgotten. How to use redstone is part of it. Oh, yay for remembering the food today. Right. The reason I've put that in is because I need to be able to start a Ravager moving again. Righty. I need to make sure that it goes in that direction no matter what. If you turn off a minecart and then turn the track back on under it, will it always go in the right direction? I'm not convinced. No. Right. Let's do a little bit of naughty tinkering. I would like to place a powered rail there, a normal piece of rail on top of here. So if it comes over here, it's going to be bopping its head on the ceiling, probably. But if I do that, it won't be. I was half expecting lava to land on me. And if I... Yeah. You... Grr. There. Okay, by my reckoning, I've probably goofed this up. But, if I've got it wrong, so be it. So, let me explain my logic here. Ravager comes down path, grr, rah, 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 all bitey, facey, etc. Powered rail boops it up over the top of here, hits here. Powered rail is switched off. Minecart sits here. I come along to nice safe distance. Ravager, grr, rah, 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 try to bait face off. I switch that on. Powered rail becomes powered. Minecart is facing downhill. Minecart goes in that direction. And yes, test. Test will happen. Rah, 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 exactly. Such raw, much raw, very, grr. Grr, rah, 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 ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang, grr, rah, 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 ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Yeah, exactly. So, Ravager in minecart. Minecart nice and fast downhill. Grr, rah. All the grr, much the rah. Ravager passes into realm of outside of raid. Reaches top of that. Minecart carries on due to downhill motion and new minecart. Hits the explodey of Ravager out of cart maneuver. Blah blah blah. Welcome back, Superfast Feg. And gets to here. It might actually possibly work. I have one thing I want to do for my own safety. And that is... I want to do this. Welcome back. Welcome home, True Purple. Right. There is my safety net. Dipping between ends. This looks dangerous and exciting. It's about to be even more dangerous and exciting in a minute. It's about to have a Ravager attached to it. Actually, I'd like to move that back by one so that that ladder is still functional. Here. Right. This is here for a reason. If this exports a Ravager into this location, Ravager will not be able to get past here, and I will not end up dead. Last thing I want is to end up with a Ravager booping me in the face. Right. And now, for something completely dangerous. Where is this precisely? This is currently... So that exit pool is underneath the Ravager layer, which is underneath the... what the heck's it called? The Great Hall of Castle Gordonstein. This is currently about to become test number 1. But first, I need to empty my inventory a bit. Stone, andesite, granite, fun incoming. Yes, absolutely. You know, perfectly sane, sensible things that everybody with any common sense will do is attempt to throw Ravagers into a nice, sensible, uncontrolled location. I plan on being nowhere near them. I plan on being absolutely nowhere near them for this run. At some point, however, we need to get them from over there to over here. That one is probably going to be Scotsman run. Run, Scotsman. Run fast, Scotsman. That is way safer and more controlled when she and you moved Ravagers. You're assuming that I'm about to do this. That this is not the blah, blah, blah. This is the safe bit. This throwing needs to be literal, please, K, thanks. Right, Bad Omen 1 should do for this. I do not need all of the Ravagers. Really? I have too many dark signs. Oh well. Now I have this concept of a Ravager yeeting service. We yeet Ravagers, so you don't have to. Do I happen to have my... That's not my shulker. There we are. There's my minerals shulker. I can put those away. Can I drag a minecart? Do they fit in boats? Yeah... I'm not sure. Ravagers... Does anyone know if... does anyone know if Ravagers fit in boats? What is a Yavager and how best to cook them? Also, do you, there's a small issue with this. How on earth do you get the lead attached to the boat with the Ravager in it without ending up dead first? Because their attack range is going to... I know he's got them in minecarts at the moment. Lead first, murder second. They're the right armor. Yeah. Right. Okay, let's start with step 1. Get real close and look into its eyes so it doesn't attach you while you attach the lead.
Stare into my eyes. You are a wild boar.
Oh no, that's a different problem. Right. Step the first. Let us acquire a Ravager. Because, of course, the first thing you need to do is drag the boat to the Ravager. I'm not sure I want to be chasing... having a Ravager chase me whilst dragging a boat. All of this feels like it might be incredibly dangerous. Okay, we've got Raid Omen. We are now waiting for the... You need to watch that now. Believe me, there's going to be more than one test of this, because the first Ravager I'm just going to let... how should we put this? Fade into the distance. Hey Raven, you have arrived just as the danger is about to begin. Yikes. Why am I doing this? How crazy. I mean, the worst bit is, at some point I'm going to have to work out how to name tag a Ravager. That's going to involve much boopage. Right. Our first wave of nothing of value are about to arrive. Didn't one go off in this direction? Yeah, where are you going? I've got one over here, and I'm wondering where he's going. Sir, we need you to go into the barn. Yeah, no, the barn. Yes, that's right. That's better. Keep going. Keep going. Into the barn. No, I said into the... Sir. You and I are going to have words in a minute. And those words might be, I'm going to yeet you. Hey! Dumbo finally managed to fall in. And there he goes, past the window of you're about to be yeeted into a pit of death. We welcome you to the sacrificial pit. Thank you for your visit. Right. Wave 2 of the rave. And where does where does wave 2 start? Wave 2 starts up on the hill. There we are. Right. Now, do any of you know where... No, I need you all to come in this direction. Please ignore the chicken. The chicken is not part of the village. Yeah, that's it. Keep going. Jump in. Just keep jumping it. Right, sir. Fantastic. We thank you for your assistance and your timely intervention in jumping into the pit. Goodbye. Yeah, they're all hot stuff at the moment, Shadow. As you can see, they are swimming away. It's all going swimmingly. Right. Water park. Yes, that's the one. Okay, wave 3. This should be where we get a Ravager. This should be our first Ravager. I think. At which point, this is our test case. We will not care about the other waves. There we are, Ravager. Oh, hey, yep, we're also testing. Oh, he's booped some of our foliage. Sir, we you're not supposed to have been able to boop that foliage. Oh, that's not helpful. Why did you have to boop my foliage? And again! Oh, I worked hard on that foliage. I worked hard on that bush. Actually, it's a tree. Sir, I need you to jump in a pit. No, I said in... Don't just stand on the edge. Look, there's instructions on this sign. Please fall into this ominous pit. That's better. If in doubt, add a second bed. Would you mind jumping in? There we are. Right. Just eat. Hello. Hi. Hi, grumpy face boy. Aren't you a lovely grumpy face boy? I'm a little worried that it says there's 2 people left. Ah, okay, there's one about to die. Hey, Elkhorn. Hello, grumpy face. We send you off. Down. Please. Stay down here. Right. Let's follow him. Hope to goodness he gets over the point where he's not going to come back. I'm going to put a safety measure in. And he stopped. Excellent. He stopped in the right place. And the next wave of the raid has kicked off, which is good. Many witches, such tack. I do not need any more Ravagers, so we will be murdering them in the face. I should really put a bypass around this area so that we could store a couple of Ravagers here whilst checking stuff, but that would require me to be thinking in ahead. Right. Excuse me. I need witches to die. Witches get stitches. And apparently there is really... I do not believe this. Sir. Sir. Hi. There's a sign right next to you that says exactly what you should be doing right now. Jump in faster. Please? Sir? And this is why I hate raids. Fortunately, all we have to do is come out of the closet and shoot him. He looks stuck. He's a little bit one-track minded. And now he's just spotted me coming, immediately rushed into the pit, and is now going to fall in and die. I can immediately go back into my house and back down into my tunnels. It's worse than Rambo around here. Just jump after him. I could have done, actually. That would have gotten me down here faster. Right, next wave of the raid is about to start, but it's also getting dark, so let's make sure that we're not about to have anything like a creeper suddenly turn up in our raid farm, because that would be useful. Okay, and this one comes with another Ravager and a pile of attack. Okay, I see the very fast-moving attack Gordons have made it into the pit already. Gentlemen, we appreciate you for doing what you're supposed to do and jumping in quickly. We don't appear to have any stragglers. No stragglers is a good thing. Don't appear to have any witches. We do have an Angie boy, sir. Very much, sir. Hello. No. Please. Immediate death. Thank you for your assistance. And we now have victory on the raid. That's fantastic. So, now we can move the cam account over to check out problem number 2. Hello. Right, we have a Ravager in a minecart. Said minecart is no longer on the uphill stretch. That's a bit of a problem. Time to go name tag shopping. Not today. Or not with this one. This is a Ravager that I plan on testing with the option of letting him die. Right. If I turn this off, it becomes a safety net. I can run away. No! Dang it. A furnace cart would work, yes. You see, this was why I had the powered rail on the uphill section of this downhill track, but he's stopped just after it. Somehow he managed to have just enough. I think these two were just too much work. Actually, do I have a furnace cart? No. If I can find a furnace cart, let's go and get one. Angie boy was not supposed to stop there. Mistakes were made. Yes, this is why we test. In God we trust, in everything else we test. How was the first thought? Death. The first thought was death because if I murder him, I can fix the track. Because I'm still going to have to run another test, annoyingly. So, no matter what happens, I still need to run another test. Right. Oh, come on. If I get that, and a minecart, that's a furnace, Scots. You know what you mean. If I go into here and into here, I can get out a piece of coal. There we are, 1 piece of coal should be enough. Said nobody with any common sense. Let's get 3 just in case. The other reason for attacking the Ravager is now the Ravager has less health. If this goes wrong and I have a Ravager bounce into my face, I can just hit it. He's still got a lot of health. So I might hit him a couple more times, so that if he does bounce into my face, I can just hit him and possibly survive myself. Because the last thing I want is a Ravager bouncing in the face. None of these statements make sense. So you may be wondering how I ended up with the Ravager stuck in a minecart going nowhere. Well, so am I. Angie boy is Angie. Right. Let's turn off. Okay, that one is off, so that's our safety net. This one is on, so the minecart track underneath him is primed. Today on Mistakes Were Made. There we are. Right. That should solve the problem. I am not sure what I want to... I'm also not sure I want to know what the interesting noise was. Is it a clearance issue? No, the problem was he had gone too far. He'd actually made it down both pieces, down the first section of track and had stopped on the second, which probably means I also need to take out a section of powered rail just before the ramp and have it so that he is... Oh, this is probably a bad idea. Yeah, that's probably a bad idea. Actually, what I will do is move it so that this set of powered rail is actually on the... Hello, cave. Why stop him there? Because if I make him run all the way through to the point of being ejected into the water pit, he's going to be outside of my range because I'll still be back at the raid farm, and he'll probably immediately despawn. Also, there's a distance whereby the minecart will unload. So I need to have him stop just within simulation distance range and not have an issue. The other part is, at some point I plan on putting some glass blocks here so that while he's sat in a minecart we can give him a name tag. So there are multiple reasons for this. No, not by then. I have no intention of name tagging them before they get into a minecart. The last thing you want is a Ravager outside of a minecart with a name tag on it that is not in an area that you had control of. I feel like I should probably have... Let's put a chest... Oh, I put all of my chests away. And I put all of my... And I didn't pick up another ominous bottle anyway. I need another chest, another ominous bottle, and so forth of thing. Last thing you want is that unbounded Ravager. Chat answer usually so. Exactly. Non-despawning Ravager that will show up later. Yes, the last thing you want is one of those. Right. Its name must be Mystery Mousecatool. There are so many things that I wish to ponder, and not one of them is how to survive that one. Right. Let's get out of my tunnels and over to my ominous bottle farm, where we have many, many ominous bottles. You see, this is why we have an ominous bottle farm now. It's so that when I goof up and need to get more ominous bottles, I can still get ominous bottles. Right, ominous bottle. And chest, so that we can leave the minecart here. You know what you see, this is just phase 1 leading up. This is just testing the Ravager recruitment service, or the Ravager Distribution Service, RDSs for short. I feel like I should probably bring another ominous bottle, but right now I'm not sure. We've still got an hour. How many times can I die due to bad mistakes? Let's just jump in the pit. Keep forgetting there's a convenient exit door here. Right. Take 2. Raid Omen, 26 seconds before our Ravagers are released. And, oh, I still need to go through at some point and fix my trees. I'm annoyed that there are sections of land which allowed Ravagers to murder my trees. I'm not happy with that. Why raid? Why Ravagers? Why destroy trees? My happy little trees have had an accident. And it was a Ravager. Okay, wave 1. Where is our first wave? There it is. High on the hills. High on the hills stood a lonely Gordon. Yoddle-loddle-loddle-loddle-hee-hoo. Running into a pit to be murdered. Yoddle-loddle-loddle-loddle-hoo. It's a Gordon. It's a Ravager. It's a pillager. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the pit. I kind of feel bad for having a viewing window for watching things falling into a pit and be murdered, and yet it feels like it's appropriate. Right, wave 2. Where is our second set of... there they are. Here they come. Don't tell me these ones are going to be dumb. Oh, no. We've got at least 2 that are roaming back and forth. They're doing it again. Oh, no. There we are. That's better. Jump in the pit. Jump in the pit. The other thing is, once we've got this working, at some point we have to have the second section of this tunnel. So this is just the first section that gets them into the Ravager lair. The second section of the tunnel will get them past the Ravager lair, under Castle Gordonstein, and then up through a similar system. This is actually just our test case, into the stables, where they will be name tagged and will be available for recruitment. That is a future problem. This is effectively just the first test. Because, hey, you've got to do something, you're going to have to do it in many, many dangerous ways. Oh, okay, it's coming in through the back of the... You murdered more of my trees. Grr. Excuse me. Hi. I'm not happy with you. You murdered my trees. You're not supposed to have happy little accidents with my trees. That's better. Into the pit with you. We got a very, very dumb witch. You two. Hi. Right, let's adjust their attack range. That's better. Into the pit. I love the way that we've discovered that if they refuse to jump into the pit, I just have to put down a bed and they think that there's a totally different area for them to attack. Hi! I'm going to come downstairs and murder you. Yeah, there's you've got fire resistance. You don't have arrow resistance. Dumb witch. Does it just transport fluids instead? Right. Hello. Hello, cranky boy. I see you. Right. Did I remember to turn everything into Ravager storage mode? Yes. Yes, I did. Right. Unleash the Ravager. And let's see where he lands. Here he comes. Dunga 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 dunga. Yes! He's in the right spot! Woohoo! And he's facing downhill. Oh, I am so happy about that. So that's step one sorted. We had the bit that I expected to be nice and simple, pausing a Ravager, so that we could then actually get him to be in the attack pit. Sorry, the release pit later. That was the bit I expected to be easy. Now comes the hard bit. Right, but first, we have to deal with this lot. Look, you're not supposed to use your the rest of your raid party as ablative armor. Oh, fiddle snarks. Sir. Hi. Hi, sir. Sir. Would you mind just... Thank you for your generous leaping. You know, there's a perfectly good sign here that tells you what to do. And that is... jump. Just jump. Actually, I know how to distract him. Hi. Bye. Ha ha. Never touched me. Well, apart from that arrow. I mean, that one's nothing. Right. Now we've got one more raid wave. What I'm actually also going to do, while I'm thinking about it, before this arrives, is dig out a bit of an access tunnel that allows me to get past this guy. Right, that should let me... If I do this... Excellent. Emergency access tunnel. And of course I place down a bed and confuse the living daylights out of all of them. Right, that should... Sir, I need you to jump in the pit. I love it. This Ravager's going to kill his rider before he even jumps in the pit at this rate. Sir, please. Right. While you murder your rider and become even dumber than advertised, I'm going to murder the witch. Ravager avoiding access tunnel. Yes, that's... Oh, there we go. Right. Keep forgetting there's a cave down here. Right. Sir, why are you being so difficult? That's better. Keep going. Raiding Ravagers is not and never will be covered by your insurance. Exactly. Right, you stay here. You are testificate number 2. Hello, Angie boy. You're going to be used in case of another goof. I should have done that the first time. Right. Let's bring the cam account to somewhere useful. Past Angie boy number 2. Through the lava. Over hill, over dale, we will watch until we fail as we wonder. Just the Ravager extended warranty. Do you play with Ravagers? Have you wondered whether or not you're covered by your warranty? Have you wondered why you're doing this? If your answer is yes to any of these things, you're probably me. Right. So, safety rail is now active. If he comes back in this direction for any reason, I will be A, impressed, and B, able to just step back to a safe distance and not have a Ravager in my face. This lever should activate the powered rails that are underneath him. Ravlac. Right. This should activate the rails underneath him that are currently holding him at an angle on that downhill slope, and then send him past and into the release mechanism, which should dump him into the pit, through the water, into the vertical pit of bubbles, and hopefully up into the Ravager lair. Okay, step 1 is active. Step 2 is not functional. Step 2 is that we have made a mistake. Okay. We thank you for your assistance. You were supposed to jump in the pit. So, what have we learned? We have learned that the minecart activator rails are too close to this edge. Let's move them over to here. I need that piece of... I need that lever. And I meant to put that chest down there. Right, hold on. That's better. Okay, up the access ladder. Okay, that should now not be able to export a Ravager into this area. Can they end up on top of tracks? I didn't think they could. Thank you for the thought, Sal. I will solve that. You have a point. And that's probably what just happened. There we are. There are no blocks for it. Okay, so if they're there, it has to be rigged so that they will. Oh, do I need to have open trapdoors so that it thinks it can eject them on top of the trapdoors? Is that my problem? You see, this is why I listen to chat. This is the first time I've actually done things like this. In case it lands on the track, it can lure it down. Yeah, well. Let's make another trap door. Right, here we are. Or a piston contraption that pushes it off. Right. That should make it think it can eject them onto here. I may need to push this wall back by one. Just in case. Don't care about those blocks. Do need to make sure that this place is lit up properly. Right. Let's pick this back up. This back up. That's not what I was looking for. And in theory... Okay, that's off. That needs to go back on. In theory, we still should have one Ravager. Yep. Waiting for use for testing. Sir, you have just become useful. Right. And I was going to put down a chest. Yes, I hear you. I know. You're an angry boy. Let's put that in there. Right. Ravager, go down the rail. Ravager, go down the rail. And should stop at our Ravager pause location. Yep. Okay. Turn off our safety rail. And Ravager go down. And Ravager ended up on top of the... You've got to be kidding me. How? He's inside the glass. Oh. No. Even he's confused. Yeah. He looks it. I mean, it placed him sort of. He's got that expression of, hi. Sir? Oh, you can't even see me because your head is in the glass, isn't it? So he's blind at the moment because his head is in the glass. Sir? I'm not sure I'm actually able to reach the glass. Hooray! Angie Boy fell in the pit. Okay. So, if we can get him off the rails... Oh, no, 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 no. Is it? Oh, yeah. It doesn't work. This is that moment of... So you may be wondering how we've gotten a Ravager to be trapped in a pit. Sir. Sir. Why? Just why? Yeah, you're telling me, Sal. It's an appalling design. This is what happens when I design things. I think I know what's happened. I actually need a second row of the fences. What I've invented is the Ravager snorkel. Water's flying too far, I need to drop it down. Now the problem is I need to actually get it into this into the water column going upwards, so I need it to actually be ejected upwards into the water. Which is why it's a problem. Hi. I need to sleep because it's dark on the surface and there's probably going to be sir. Well, how did you manage that? Lowering the soul sand one block would not fix the issue because the water would then flow forwards into the into the area that's trying to push it into the vertical tunnel. And if I have... So what's happened now is he's actually in the tunnel, or the vertical area, and is not able to go upwards because reasons. Water's not pushing him basically. Well, the fence is designed to make him actually jump upwards into the water. The problem is he's not on top of the fence enough, I think. If I drop the soul sand signs and fence down, the water source will be closer. I think if I just put a pair of fences here, it will be enough to push him up by half a block so that he's actually being pushed in, but I'm not sure. This is why we test. If I drop the soul sand signs and fence down, the water source will be closer and therefore tall enough to reach. Yeah, this design, as implemented currently, works perfectly for pillagers, for everything else. Does not work for Ravagers, which is what we've just discovered. Now, what I might do is just panic. No, does he fit in a 2x2? Fairly sure he does. Because he's fitting into the too wide tunnel that has the water in it. So he's obviously at least too wide whether or not he's too long. Can't believe that he landed on the marble. This is turning into a fiasco, which is why it's quite funny. You know what? I'm just going to use the emergency escape elevator. You think he's too long? Oh. Fine. Let's break it royally and make it 3 wide vertical. Right, that's currently completely stuffed. Ah! Oh, actually, no, I'd need to go and get some stuff. Notably, some more bear signs. Where's my fireworks? One of these days, I will know what I'm doing. Today is not that day. Right, I need 2 signs. Oh look, I've got 2 signs. I like the fact that this sign says beware of swimming Ravagers, and that was exactly the problem. The Ravager was sitting there swimming. Come swim with me as I'm a Ravager. Okay. What else do I need? 2 more fence posts. And another ominous bottle. Don't need saddles. It's annoying because this design is perfect for normal mobs. It's just not good for Ravagers. Oh good, now it's raining. If this turns into a thunderstorm, I'm just going to go then hide in a corner. Right. So, if I'm right, I should be able to place that there. And... oh. Fiddle snarks. Did I put away my half slabs? Where are my half slabs? I had a whole pile of half slabs. Oh well. 1, 2. Yeah, he's too tall for that. Right. I'm not even sure what happened to the half slabs. I know I had them in my inventory for 3 days and now I don't have them. Actually, let's get a couple more trapdoors. That'll do it. Yeah, you'll do. Thank you for attempting to think for suggestions, both Sal, Loopy, and everybody else. I mean, I do appreciate it. This is me mostly attempting to heighten width. Does it give weight? Or is it just chunky? Right, that should... And now we put these two fences in. So the idea is those fences cause you to go up by half a slab. Or just a little bit, which means that you walk straight onto there. Which should mean that you get projected straight up. Whoops. Oh, come on, Scots. There we are. Right. And what I'm also going to do is put some more trap doors here. And I'm going to put this glass back in the vague hope that he'll end up on top of this row of trapdoors. I'm wondering if taking this row of trapdoors out and leaving this row of trapdoors here will make it think that it can actually... Derp. Hold on. No, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea, and I should not even think it. I'll just take these ones out as well. Depends on what the length is. Okay. So now he should be ejected over onto these, hopefully. Because I think he was ejected onto those trapdoors, which meant that he was actually on top of these. If he's ejected onto these trapdoors, he should be pushed out of the wall and fall into the pit. I am, of course, making this up as I go along. Oh, that I need to switch back on. That's off, I think. Yep, okay. Height is 2.2 blocks, width is 1.95. Yeah, that was why I felt that I needed to make sure that all of the tunnels were 3 blocks tall. So he should be okay. Should being several of the operative words here. Take 3. Hero of the village. No, sorry, Raid Omen. Come on. Count down to giving me another set of Ravagers. Oh, I never thought I'd actually spend time in Minecraft deliberately attempting to catch Ravagers. This is one of those, why? Just... So you may be wondering, why on earth I'm attempting to catch... No. Actually, you lot aren't. You know exactly why I'm attempting to catch Ravagers. Oh dear. Squirrel? Yes. Nuts? Yes. I am. I also noticed that he went through and destroyed a couple of the... Oh, you're kidding me. The very... The very first... The very first wave of pillagers, and one of them is stuck on the surface, on the edge of the pit. I think the pit is just a little bit too thin. I may have to make the pit 1 block wider. I think that just turned into a thunderstorm as well. Either that or darkness, I'm not sure which. Right. Hi. Excuse me. Would you... There you are. Thank you for jumping in the pit. Actually, I'm just going to follow you. Sir? Hi. Bye. Pretty sure mobs have a square base, so width and length it will be the same. Huh. Useful to know. I'm not convinced that's the case, though. Thought in point, sheep, camels, horses, and the Ender Dragon. I might be wrong, though. I probably am. I know the Ender... Wow, you lot just jumped straight in. Thank you. Goodbye.
Into the pit with you.
For some reason, my brain is thinking, this would be a perfect stream for Ginger the Lily. The others will have square. Oh, I stand very corrected. Right. Now we should have Ravager 1.1. Or 3.1. Actually, the Ender Dragon probably has a square hitbox as well, just because of the wings. Oh, Ravager on the hill. Ravager on the hill, oh my, oh my. Ravager on the hill, oh my. Sir, where do you think you're going? Where are you going? Hi. The Ender Dragon consists of multiple hitboxes. That is also true. I agree. I remember that. Ooh, aren't you a Hank? Well, sir, thank you. Boing! Boing, said Zebedee, as the Ravager bounced off his face. Yep. Okay. Hi. Hello. Sir. Hello. Yes, I need you to be useful. While he's... Let's just double check he ends up in the right place. Right. Raid has now triggered. Excellent. He's in the right place. Legs remind me of Tars. Oh, goodness. Yes. Okay, this should be a raid wave with witches, so it will need some manual intervention. I really should get round to making this pit, this death pit deeper, and just expecting them to fall to their death. Really? Hey, how are you going to pull one of these maneuvers? Well, at least the witch was conveniently helpful. Oh, there we are. Everybody's in the pit. Ah, typical. Poisoned me. Didn't last long, thankfully. Right, let's get a little bit of food into me. And a Burmy is here. And I'm just going to go for a basic quick. Right. Ravager on the hill. No, you're not supposed to attack the chicken. Pretty sure chickens are not part of what you're supposed to attack. Come on. Down the hill. Through the fields. Into the barn. And there we are. Everybody... No, hold on. 3 more of you. 1. Everybody's in the pit. Excellent. And the Ravager's rider has been accidentally murdered due to suffocating in the ceiling. Right. Same protocol. Now we have just a spare Ravager. Sir. Hi. I said now we have just a spare Ravager. You're supposed to have jumped into the pit by now. No. Come on. Stop exercising those tootsies. I know you've got strong toes. Come on. Run. Oh no. That was a mistake. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. I don't know where they are. I forgot he was a magic hands man. Are they all gone? Nope. Oh, they're still here. Ah! Nope. Nope. Mistakes were made. I was exposed. Yep. Do not expose yourself to the angry... Are they all dead now? That floor might need some change. Yeah, I might need to make it so that I don't end up running in front of things. Right. Oh, way up. That's just wrong. Did that Ravager just bounce on its face until it died? That's... I mean, I know that was dying because of old age, but that was just hilarious. Right. Safety rails. Ravager deployment service. And the Ravager stood on top of the glass again. Okay. We have not solved the eternal question of how does a Ravager... Sir. 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 Hi. You can't see me because you're still in a piece of glass, aren't you? Well, that worked. Hi. Sheer brute stupidity. Whoa! He's going! He's going! It worked! It worked! And he's trapped at the top. He's stuck at the top. Mistakes were still made. He's just not quite successfully out. He's... Oh, no, wrong one. He's just stuck underneath that ledge. He's edging his way out, though. He's sort of edging his way out. Close enough. Yep. We have made progress. I believe that's called progress. I might be wrong. Is he... Whoa, he's out. He's loose. There's a Ravager loose in them there hills. He's a bit bouncy. He's on top of that water column. He's a boingy boingy boy. He's a boingy boingy boy. But at some point he will go free roaming into the hills. Part of me is like, I don't know what to do now that I've got a Ravager. Is it nighttime? Yes, it is. It's just because I've still got the gamma switched over. Let's see. Right. We still have a spare Ravager for the raid, so he won't despawn because raid. And because he wasn't name tagged, he just despawned. Okay. Yep. So... yeah, this was why he wasn't named. It was one of those... I can run to a safe distance. Oops. Oh dear. I think Elkhorn has a clip of a flying Ravager. Do you want to try that again, Elkhorn? Right. So I think what I need to do is take out those. Okay, that should allow the Ravagers to roam free as a Ravager, out of the pit without ending up getting trapped under the water ledge anymore. Don't care about that edge. That was... yeah, that should do it. "10-minute warning." Well, I feel the need to try once more and see if we can get surprise Ravagers in the world. Yeah. Apparently RNGesus has listened to the time. And I haven't looked at the clock. I haven't looked at the clip yet. Right. So, do I name tag this Ravager? Ooh, this could be dangerous. No, I'm not going to name tag it. Do it. Okay. I'm going to have to get a name tag, though. Why am I going along this tunnel, then? If I'm going to have to get a name tag, I need to... I need to be...
Just do it.
Yep. Right. I need to get to where we have an anvil. Which means I should have just actually exited Brain Cell. I was thinking of calling it Surprise Ravager. And let it run wild. That's part of the problem. Karma. Oh, why did I leave this door open? Here we are. Actually, I think I might... I have an idea. That's a bed. How about poor life choices? It's one that I've seen Tango use. At which point, if I get murdered by it, it will be Scotsman was murdered by poor life choices. Yeah, very tempted. Karma, payback. Yeah, let's go with poor life choices. It sounds appropriate. Yep. Okay. Right. Do we name the Ravager and then put him into the minecart, or do we? Right. Oh, no, come on. Hi, sir. There we are. He's named. Oh, there's still a minecart on the track somewhere. Dang it. I know exactly where it is as well. That's alright, I don't think it's a problem. Okay. How close do you have to be to see the name? There we are. Sir, do you want to turn around? Say hi to the audience? No? Hi? Hi? Do you want to say hi? I'm not sure I want to whistle at him. Hi? Sir? No. You know what? Let's just let him loose. Oh, and that time it worked. Oh, you know what? That time it worked perfectly. I can't believe that. Come on, into the water column. Typical. It worked perfectly on the minecart. Yeah, you can keep that minecart. Now you've seen me. Now you want me. You're angry. Hi. Hi. Are you gonna... No? Hi? Up here. Sir? Please, just a little bit further along the... It's so close. Just a little bit further. Okay, so this isn't a perfect solution. Yeah, I'm aware that we're at time. I think... No, that didn't work. I was hoping that it would knock him into the water stream. Look. Hi. Just push a second one in. I don't have another Ravager. The worst thing is, he could suddenly end up in the water pit. Slap him on the buttocks. Dig a hole breathing in the column and make a window seat. Yeah. Hi. Hi. Nope. He's not interested. Apparently I'm too high. Sir? Hi. Hello? This is a bad idea. Sir? Come on. Hi. Oh, God. Welcome to Wendy's. Sir, I am really, really not liking this. Yeah, I might have to... He really doesn't want to... I'm just so... Hi. Are you just stuck? Are you just not able to get into... How did your friend manage to get in here earlier? Oh, poop. The worst thing is it's dark on the surface. Right. We may have to leave it there, with poor life choices being... Oh, goodness. Hi. Whoa! There he goes. Suddenly... That got him. Ravager go spinny. Ravager reach the surface. Scotsman go... Bye-bye. I don't want to know where that spider is. Ow. Why is there a one-block hole in the ceiling? I found the only one-block hole. And he isn't dead either. Yeah, neither am I. I'm not sure which is the... I think it was the wall. Shouldn't have been the water. Oh, hold on. Let's put away the minecart. Oh, I lost a minecart. I forgot about that. You know what? I can make another one. Don't care about the 5 pieces of iron that it took to make that minecart. Right. This may be dangerous. Hi. Hi. Swimmy boy. Hello. The interesting thing is I'm looking at two totally different views here. The Ravager in the darkness. That's a just the interesting thing is the camera count shows him completely unmoving, so he's actually trapped. I think the water is pushing him back into the corner because of the bubbles. He can't get past the bubbles, so that's a mistake. See, moving? At some point I'm going to get a Ravager to the face here. Yeah, I'm aware of that. There he is! There he is! Hi! Be free! Just not on my face! Please tell me... Ow. Okay. The safety line works. The safety line works. The safety line works. Okay. I feel like this is it's one of those. You may be wondering how I got to here. And 0 party poppers. No, I managed to do this without a single party popper. The no drama safety llama would be impressed. I know I am. It's the fact that he's currently just sat there staring at me going, if you come a little bit closer, I will explain to you why I am called Poor Life Choices. The worst thing is, I would like him to be taken somewhere else. It was at this point that Scotsman thought, oh my. Right. And with that, I'm going to hit this button and turn off game sounds and hide. Moments before disaster, yes. Well, tomorrow we're going to have the fun of trying to get Poor Life Choices out of that pit and out of that enclosure and get him to follow me over to the pens next to the ominous bottle farm. At which point that will probably be where it gets even more interesting. Oh dear. Getting him out of that pit will probably be the use of a fishing rod. We'll be fishing for Ravagers. I think I've just found tomorrow's stream title. I would like to say thank you for everyone for joining me through this absolute chaos. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now. Yep, fishing for poor life choices. Where we will probably be continuing the oh my goodness of all of this. I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has an amazing evening. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.